Hello there! VideoGaming Father is here with a video review of educational puzzle platformer with historical content called Pathfinders Memories. Is there any catching story based on historical facts? Will it tease your brain properly or will it just be a piece of cake? Will you or your kids learn something worth when it is supposed to be an educational game? Isn't the game ruined by clunky controls or bad level design? Will the game audiovisuals please your senses or are they rather ancient to match the game content? And is the local multiplayer present to provide more fun for the family playing? Let's find it out together in this Pathfinders Memories video review. Okay, the story comes first. Do you like stories where the present meets the past? Do you like the mysteries of time traveling? Then you should be on the right address as the game plot is supposed to be about this. But is it really? Well, Pathfinder's Memories is an educational game and the story here serves only as some kind of explanation of how your hero found himself in several historical eras. You cannot therefore expect some thrilling science fiction story about how someone from the present traveled to the past to change the course of history, full of action and exciting moments. The story is focused on time travelers called Pathfinders who are eager to know more about human history. They have studied different civilizations of the past. With the support of scientist Albert New, they travel through space and time and their objective is to collect relics from each civilization and create a museum of human memories. Doesn't sound too exciting, does it? So the story is probably not something that this game will be played for. Let's get to the main part of the game then, the gameplay. So how is Pathfinder's Memories played? It is the classic puzzle platformer where you jump from one platform to another, fight with the enemies and solve puzzles to get further? Well, not really. You will not even need a keyboard or controller this time. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? You are probably thinking right now. Well, each level is represented by just one screen. There are always two doors in each level. One is the entry point and another one is the exit. Your task is to lead your hero from the entry point to reach the exit. You do not need either controller or keyboard because the whole game is controlled just by mouse. The thing is that you do not control your hero directly. You see the whole scene with an entry and exit doors. You will notice that there is a square grid covering the scene. And there is a button called Start in the top right corner of the screen. Once you press it, the scene disappears and you see just the square grid with green square representing the entry point and blue square representing the exit. Your task is simple, to recall how the environment between the entry doors and exit looks like, and draw the path across the squares to successfully lead your hero to the exit. Aha! So you will rather test your memory and logical thinking than your fingers and reflexes. Let's have a look at level design and difficulty then. The first level serves as some kind of tutorial. You will start with just drawing the straight path between the entrance and exit. Then you will learn how to jump and down by simply drawing the line one square up or down at the correct point, to jump over the hole, obstacles or static enemies by drawing the line up, then horizontal line and line down, and climbing the ladders by drawing the vertical line through as many fields as the ladder length is. You need to be exact, which means that you need to draw the line up or down through the exact squares where your hero needs to get from lower platform to a higher one or vice versa. One mistake and you need to repeat the level. The important rule is that your hero can visit each square just once. Like this, it doesn't sound too complicated, but soon the game starts to combine all the elements like obstacles, enemies and ladders together, so you will have to really try to remember how the scene looks like, how long the ladders are, and how many squares are between the particular elements. Actually, it would not be so hard as the path from the entrance to the exit is quite short sometimes. However, if you want to reach the perfect score, you need to collect 3 coins that are located at different parts of the scene, and you can bet that they are usually not on the direct path to the exit. Sometimes they are just one square up, so you will just need to add an additional jump to your path But sometimes you will need to think first how to reach them and then go to the exit without repeating the same square twice. Will your brain start to cry soon because of the memory overload? Well, in general, the difficulty here depends on the quality of your memory first. If you are the one with the photographic memory, the game will be most likely not too difficult for you. If not, it mainly depends on how you can focus and find your system to remember how many squares horizontally or vertically you need to move at the exact spot. Pathfinder's memories have 60 levels divided into 6 environments like ancient Rome and Egypt, these are supposed to be easy ones, the Vikings and Mali Empire, these should be medium, and the hard one represented by the Arabs and industrial England. So far I have gone through half of the game, I managed to collect all coins in each level and it did not make me frustrated at all. It is because there is no time limit, the levels are short and you have an unlimited number of attempts to solve each level, so you can simply learn by your mistakes. And if you feel that the scene is too complex for you to remember, you can use up 3 pins as the reference points to help you to draw the correct path, or checkpoints to have an intermediate position to reach. Or you can simply choose not to collect all coins, as it is just optional. However, in such cases you will not get the perfect score. So everybody can set a suitable difficulty so as not to get frustrated, which is one of the game pros. The controls are simple. You just need to draw the lines by holding the left mouse button and moving the mouse. However, it does not react precisely to your movement sometimes, so you need to start manually clicking by drawing the single lines instead of drawing one straight line through all squares needed. This could be done more precisely. Are the levels and environment variable enough? I have already mentioned that the game combines the game elements wisely to make the levels more complex, which is satisfying even though some late levels in easy environments seem more difficult to me than the late levels in medium environment. As for the environment variability, you will find the typical elements for each era. Burning fires and snakes in ancient Egypt, sleeping lions in ancient Rome, or shields and wolves in Viking environment. There are also typical elements of the architecture like columns in Rome, typical Egyptian ornaments, or Viking ships and snow in Vikings environment. I cannot only get rid of the feeling that the variability could be better. Once it is an educational game, there could be more typical features for each historical era, and there could be more elements enhancing the gameplay. For example, some switches that would activate the bridges or trapdoors, or some kind of teleports. Like this, each new environment is just the reskin of the previous ones. Also, there is something like an encyclopedia, but a very poor one, and each era is described in only few sentences. No photos, no speech, just pure text. It is enough just for young kids that can read, but know nothing about the history yet. How about the game audiovisuals? The graphics are simple but smooth and cute. I would say that it's sufficient for this type of game. The music and sounds are rather generic. Only one music track in the menu and one track with the tones typical for each era are simply not enough. There are only few basic sounds and no dubbing that would be helpful for kids that cannot read yet. In general, music and sounds were rather disappointing for me. So, is Pathfinder's Memories the game that is worth playing with your kids? There are some undisputable pluses like comprehensible and quite innovative concept, instant gameplay, inventive level design, optional level difficulty, solid graphics and suitability for kids, all making the game a good tool for memory training. The game also has several flaws: boring story, sometimes unresponsive controls, low variability of environments, generic music and sounds, and creeping stereotype caused by the lack of elements enhancing the gameplay. The good thing is that Pathfinder's Memories costs just €2.4 on Steam, so you do not even need to wait for some discount to get it, as it is worth buying for such a price. Despite there is no local multiplayer, you can still have fun when playing with your family, thanks to easy accessibility, short levels, and the ability to set the level of difficulty to make it playable for everyone. Pathfinders Memories is a small game without big ambitions, but it nicely represents the idea of learning by playing, and it is doing it quite well. I am therefore giving it thumbs up, and VideoGaming Father's index 7- out of 10. Recommended. Thank you for watching my video review. If you like it, please consider giving it a thumb up and subscribing to my VideoGaming Father's channel. Hope to see you soon again.